which therapist you need.
Therapy Thursday.
Now on Wild 94.1.
I understand therapy.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick. All right, Therapy Thursday, 60-second sessions. Now, we got to try and keep our clock straight so we can help as many of the populace that we can.
Yes.
Meredith MD is in the building.
Hello.
Dr. Davi is in the building.
Yes.
Orlando BGYN is up in here. So, 888-429-0941. If you have a question, we can give you a 60-second session as part of our community service. So, who's up first?
Well, we have a phone call.
A phone call. 888-429-0941.
Every time I answer the phone for this, I never ask the names. I feel like the anonymity is important.
Because, it's because of HIPAA laws. Yeah. can't be asking people names if they giving out their public stuff. We got a person on line 1. How you doing this morning?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. You got Dr. Davi, so go ahead with your question.
So, I've been dating this girl for about a year now. And so she was talking to me and she started to like somebody else, but at the same time, she doesn't want to lose me in her life. So I told her that, to just take time for herself, but she's also with this person. So I don't know if I should wait around or if I should, I'm going off and doing my own thing, and so is she, because she does want, she's still talking to me and still asking to see me, but she's still with this person. So, I'll be down to be,
Smash buddies, friends with benefits. You down for that?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. All right.
But I don't also want to, get strung along,
Davi, what you got for?
Okay, so I'm a firm believer in if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it was meant to be. This girl is kind of showing you the fact that you guys were in a relationship and then she got interested in somebody else is a big red flag. She's going to give as much leniency as you give her. That's what she's going to do. So if you're okay with being a side chick, by all means, but you really have to understand what all that entails. Being a side chick means that you see her on social media with somebody else. Being a side chick means that you're not the number one priority. And being that at a point in time you were to go and get demoted to the backup, to a bench player, it's gonna be really, really hard. So if you're okay with that, then by all means move forward. But the fact that you guys were in a relationship and then she strayed away, I think that's a sign that she's not the one and she's not 100% into you.
At the same time, I feel like she's also stringing the other girl around because she's not saying I love you to that person. She's only saying I love you to me.
Well, she's telling you exactly what you want to hear.
Right, so you stick around.
As she's telling the other girl exactly what she wants to hear. You haven't broken it off, so you're giving her the permission to go do whatever she wants to do.
Plus, you also don't want to be quoting her side of it. Just stick with your side of the script. Be honest to your feelings. Don't really worry about what she's saying to other people and all this other stuff.
But I keep my options open. Yeah, this doesn't sound like the one.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, just enjoy yourself.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Thank you so much.
There you
Have
go.
a nice day, guys.
You too. All right, there we go. 888-429-0941. Slide in, text, or call.
I got one.
What you got?
Orlando, I'm a single mom of 3, divorced now for 18 months, and the kids have adjusted to living without their dad better than I ever thought they would. He only takes them on Sundays, only overnight when he's available. My kids never want to go and insist there's no particular reason. I don't want to force them to go. Their ages 14, 13, and 9, but mama needs some alone time. Am I being selfish? Should I be more concerned about them not wanting to see their dad? Please help.
You should be concerned. They should get a vote, but you should also, it's not selfish to want to push them to have a relationship with their father. If he's failing at that, they're gonna, get the clue on it, and maybe they're already getting that. But your job is to kind of endorse that, because as the adult that it has to be part of their lives. It has to be part of that whole DNA, especially if you got like, boys that need their father, or if you got girls that need that father, kind of influence, so they don't end up out there scarred and chasing, bad guys because they didn't have a father figure. So how bad it can get. So while he is stumbling and everything else, you need to make sure that you endorse the fact that they need to have that relationship. Maybe he'll come back around. Most men do. Some don't, and that's unfortunate. But yeah, you should definitely not see yourself as selfish, but just see yourself as being effective and push the kids to have that relationship. Be the parent. They're young and dumb. That's what happens.
And you get alone time at the same time.
And you work it out when you get some alone time. So that's perfect. All right, let's grab another one. What we got?
Meredith. This one's out to 863. It says, Meredith, I've been living with my boyfriend for 6 years. I used to not work, and he told me that if I started work and he would help around the house. Well, I work now, and he still expects me to do everything while he sits around after work and on his days off. What should I do to have him help me around the house? It's getting very overwhelming.
Oh, yeah. You gotta start nipping in the bud right now. You got to make sure that he promised you something, and little reminders go a long way. I mean, you don't have to be a bee about it. You can totally just be persistent and say, hey, I'm cleaning. This is Saturday or Sunday. You can start making like a little bit of a schedule. Like most people, they take Sunday and that's laundry day, or like they take an extra hour and they'll be vacuuming and dusting and stuff like that. So I think doing it together would be really helpful. Not you doing it and then him just sitting on his fat ass just eating some chips and then watching you, because that's not cool. That's not cool. Yeah, he promised you something. He needs to keep up the end of what he agreed on, and you need to remind him that a part of being in a relationship, a loving one, is helping out around the house if you can. You're working too, so you're providing.
So I've been dating this guy for like going on 3 years now, and I'm starting to get the feeling like he's seeing someone else because he's pushing me away like more and more as like days go on.
Okay.
I don't know how I should go about it, just ask him point blank, hey, are you cheating on me or something?
I would don't start there.
Lead up.
Start with a conversation. Make it about what changed. What changed in our relationship? Be 100% honest with him. I don't feel the same vibe. I don't feel the same connection that we once had. What's different? It may not be cheating. It may be just stress from life, everything going on. It could be financial. It could be a million different things, or it could be cheating. But you have to start it with a conversation. Sit down like adults and say, remember when we got together and the love and this, and 3 years later, I don't feel the same way and I want to work on this. I can tell that just by you calling and reaching out to us, this is very important to you. You got to make sure that the relationship is just as important to him. And if it is, how do we fix it? How do we improve it? All relationships go through ups and downs. We all have those little voices and those little second guesses, but just have a mature adult conversation and put it all out there on the table. I don't like the way that this is going. How can we help?
Don't lead with the cheating.
Don't lead with the cheating.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a tough sell.
All right.
All right.
Plus, you get defensive real quick when someone says that.
I'm going to shut down. If you start with, you cheat. Oh, what? No, boom.
It's just like he's going to shut down. She's like, hey, when you come home, I want to talk to you. Oh man. Every dude get tense. I'm going to be at home late.
We have a text for you, Orlando, out of the 407 area code. It says, Orlando, I have been going through it with the child of my mother.
Ooh.
I haven't seen my daughter in almost a month. I've spent $5,000 on lawyers and etc. to get my daughter in my life. I voluntarily put myself on child support.
Wait, I was throwing away a child of my mother. Wait, what?
The mother of my child.
Okay. Because I was like, wait, I was trying to figure out.
Child of my mother?
You said child of my mother.
I apologize.
All right, so it's a baby mama
He's going
situation.
through it with the baby mama.
Okay.
He hasn't seen his daughter in a month. He's spent $5,000 already on lawyers. He's trying to get his daughter back in his life. He voluntarily put himself on $500 a month child support. And the last sentence is, I just don't know what else to do.
You're doing a lot because there are not many people out there who are doing that much. I mean, it's sad, but like we talked about earlier, your daughter, your child needs you in their life. So what you need to do is probably convince the mom that it's in her best interest and the child's best interest to have you involved. you're doing a lot, and I would definitely make that part of the conversation. Like, say how you value what she's doing and you want to do your part. A lot of people walk away from those responsibilities. So, showing up for it and making it about the kid and not about her disdain for you. She don't like you. You did something bad. You may have cheated. She may have cheated. Whatever y'all had that fractures your relationship, let's get rid of that and make it about the child. The child needs their parents. And if the parents ain't good, then make sure that unit in between y'all gets all that love that y'all apparently don't have time to give each other anymore. So you don't even have a reason to even really be all up on each other loving like that. But love the kid in the middle and make it all about that. So if you can convince her of that, because you convinced her of some things. You convinced her to lay down. You convinced her to go out with you. You convinced her to do a lot of stuff. So if you can convince her now to focus on the baby, then that's the real game that you need.
Yeah.
So use that. That's what I would say. But keep doing what you're doing. Don't waver on your responsibility because you have arguments going on. You don't want somebody to lose because you got personal stuff going. So that's it. All right, let's see. Let's grab one more. What we got?
I got one for Davi. I feel like a terrible mom. My husband and I have 4 kids ranging in age from freshman in college to kindergarten, one of which has special needs. Our daily routine is jam-packed and tremendously tired by the end of the day. Is it awful that we look forward to nights that we have help? So as soon as the youngest are in bed and well taken care of, we run over to our neighbors, get stoned, play Uno all night long.
No, I don't think it's terrible. You absolutely 100% have your hands full. 4 kids, a special needs kid. I just remember the house doesn't run unless mom and dad are running too. So if that is what you guys do for relaxation, who are we to judge?
Go ahead.
Go for it.
That's what you do.
As long as you're not being irresponsible, you're not putting yourself or any of the kids in danger, I don't see anything wrong with it. And having help is definitely a blessing. It should not be something that you are ashamed about or feel in any type way guilty about. I commend you guys for holding it down. The fact that you have 4 kids, 1 in college, a special needs kid, a young one, and you're able to juggle this whole thing, I think that deserves a round of applause.
And play Uno at the same time.
And play Uno.
Draw 4.
That's right.
You guys are going to the neighbor's house. It's not like you're going out on weekend vacations and leaving all your responsibilities gone.
Do you?
Just do you for a couple hours, come back, get some good night's sleep after the Uno and then, be back to
And throw some Jenga up in there.
Yeah.
And bring home some Cheetos. Like the
Onions.
spicy ones. The spicy jalapeno ones. Those are good. That'll make your night too. All right? There you go.
Orlando and the Freak Show.
Therapy Thursday's a wrap right there. 60-second sessions. You call our probation officer. You tell him we did our job this time.